My name is Thomas Roy Garcia. I'm a senior at Princeton University in the English department. I'm a first-generation student. I'm also the first in my family to go out of the state of Texas for an education or for any type of job or internship opportunities. I remember having a very stressful senior year, and especially second semester. March 31st was the day a lot of those acceptance letters came in. And it was sort of like a breath of fresh air after all the community service and the academic and the social pressures, I think, going on in high school, to be able to see a light at the end of the tunnel and to see what the future really looks like all in that one day. All the letters coming in at one day was very refreshing. I visited Brown University and Duke University in addition to Princeton, and I chose Princeton because the campus, it was amazing. I felt like I was at home when I visited in late April, and the financial aid program was definitely the best out of all the schools I visited. I'm able to go to Princeton debt-free, tuition, room and board completely paid for. I remember my first day at Princeton being in my Latin class, which is a language I knew nothing about, and the professor asked the entire class to go over their previous experience with the language, and I was the only one in the course who hadn't have any experience in Latin. So in that point, it was very intimidating to be in a room full of students who knew what they were doing, and I was completely in the dark. But by being surrounded by students like that, I was able to push myself to get to their level and to be aware of how academically gifted these students are. I really wish I would have known how to approach the topic of learning before I went to Princeton. During my first semester, I really learned how to learn and why I should be learning. It's not for the sake of a grade or for the sake of graduating even, but just for my own sake. Trying to learn because I want to know more about the subject and to enrich myself. I believe expanding one's horizons at a young age is really important. Many students say that they'll go out of state or they'll experience new cultures when they're older. I believe doing it at age 17 or 18, and especially in college, is most beneficial. It's during that very vulnerable stage, I think, in a person's life, where they're able to go out of their comfort zone and use their youthful passion to explore and to just meet new people and get these experiences early on in their life. It's a very formative experience. I'm really interested in being an educator and going into curriculum development and or college readiness as a career, but always writing, always writing. In order to be successful at any university, a student needs to know his or her own interests deeply. If a student says he or she wants to be a doctor, then he or she should know what does the daily schedule of a doctor look like. You can replace the word doctor with any career. In my case, education. What does a curriculum development officer do? What does a principal do? What does a writer do? What is the process to be a writer? Looking at these deep questions, either by doing experience, by doing research, doing the experience, internship, shadowing, students at an early age should really form these understandings of what they want to do in order to go into their interests in college. My favorite part about attending Princeton is the environment I'm able to surround myself in for 9 months out of the year. I'm able to get this inspiration and this motivation I can't easily describe anywhere else. I'm able to be on a campus that has such a rich history and a very diverse culture. It inspires my own work in fiction writing and in education. It inspires me to reach out of my comfort zone and to meet with students I would have never met before. And it inspires me to get up every morning and to make each day a productive day. I remember thinking that I can really achieve anything at this point because I had worked so hard for all my 4 years in high school to do this, and the path was open to me now.